Do you think Chad Gable should be WWE champion within the next 5 years?
I mean, it's hard for me to say because I think that he has all of the talent. Obviously, he can perform in the ring. Obviously, he can talk to the mic. He can run circles around people. But I think it would depend on who the champion was, and it would just have to feel like the right moment because it screams like Rey Mysterio to me. Where it was like Rey Mysterio being champion just never felt right necessarily just because of his size and he's so much smaller, and it's like similar to Gable because obviously he's not an overly big guy, but when Rey won the world heavyweight title, it felt like the right moment to do that. And so
Mhm.
I feel like it would just depend on the timing and the opponent and the story if it would make any sense because like I think that he could be like a great champion like if he ever whenever Gunther decides to lose the title, I
Yeah.
think he could be a great intercontinental champion, but it's so hard to imagine what could be happening with the world heavyweight title right now. And it's always weird when a smaller guy is world heavyweight champion too. It's just because you automatically go to like size. But
Yeah.
I think that he has everything that a champion would need to be champion.
Yeah, that's where I'm
But
going, that he has it to be a champion. The problem is that with the introduction of the world heavyweight, you need Seth to have a lengthy run or at least a couple good feuds with people like a Damian Priest or the others, and then the fact that the WWE, the real WWE title, is being held hostage by the Bloodline. So that's why I say within the next 5 years, because the title picture is gonna change. You're gonna see guys like Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, Johnny Gargano, Tommaso Ciampa, who are gonna be your next crop of, main event champions. He could easily be in the mix of that. I mean, he's got so much Kurt Angle to him, not only with the athleticism, but he's so good on the mic, and that is such an important piece to being champion that goes under the radar. And with someone like Gable, you only think of his size and the wrestling ability, but having him do these comedic little sketches backstage
yeah,
shows the range of how far he can go. And I mean,
it
if
was
you put
so Kurt Angle last night. Like
oh, so
so
Kurt
Kurt
Angle.
Angle.
It was so Kurt Angle last
And
night.
not
Like,
even like intentionally,
it's
because
not
I
a
think
bad way. Yeah, it's not a
yeah.
bad way.
Yeah, well, because I think, when you say something like that, which we'll get into like with another person in a minute, but when people say things like that, especially with a guy like Gable, most people are like, oh, okay, yeah, he's like Kurt Angle because he wears a singlet and he was in the Olympics. Okay. Like it's the easiest thing to say.
Mhm.
But I think this is just who Gable is. Like it doesn't. It's like the way that it was with Kurt too. The silly comedic segments that he was doing. It didn't feel forced. It felt like no, that's part of Kurt. So I think. Yeah, there's definitely similarities between him and Kurt, but I don't think it's them trying to recreate Kurt
Mhm.
Angle in a guy that's similar to him. You know what I mean?
No, I agree. Yeah.